Good morning to each and every one of you. It's a blessed Tuesday in Barbados. Look at how stunning the sunrise is this morning. We got a low cloud, which is going to give us a little more time to enjoy it without the glaring sunlight itself. But look at the waves of oranges and yellows and reds. Just spectacular. Alright, see our Serenity prayer here, and then we're going to take a couple more minutes just to enjoy this sunrise. And then we're going to start off our little journey for this morning. I hope all of you all are well. All of you all are giving thanks for life this morning. And that all you all are enjoying the blessings of all of your senses, breathing, touching, smelling, feeling, etc. Here we go. So we're going to say our Serenity prayer, and all those who'd like to join us, please do. All others will be back to you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Wow, how beautiful that is. Absolutely heavenly today. Again, another mystical looking day. All of you see spray lingering low because of how cool it is and stuff this morning. Again, same temperatures once more, 73, 23, whichever of those formats you're looking at. Really lovely and cool this morning. Stunning conditions. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Yes, I have on my hat today because it's quite cool. Coming over the road this morning, I was even contemplating putting on a shirt, believe it or not. It was really cool, but then again, I was stepping. Obviously within speed limit. I don't think I'm going to come on here and tell you any differently to that, but came over the road this morning at a good clip. No traffic on the road, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anticipation of seeing this huge swell. Hasn't quite come in yet. They're expecting the swell to be doubling over the next few days, by Friday and Saturday. Life-threatening situations around the island. It's life-threatening right now if you play the fool in this, for sure. But it's going to be incredible. There's this huge system just to the northeast of the island, generated some massive swells. It's going nowhere right now and it's building in strength. So just pushing the swell in more and more and more. So we should be seeing some spectacular sceneries over this week. I know we have off days and stuff, but if something is coming through that warrants being shown, you know for sure it's going to be shown. And before we get into any more of the vlog, remember this Thursday is an incredible Thursday. It's going to be Q in the community at the Barbados Defence Force. Anybody who's ever been to a fete or a party there will know that that is the place to be for sure. So if you're on the island, don't miss that. I'm asking you to try and get there, enjoy a true cultural experience for people who just love life, just like all of us this morning. I'm going to wish you all the best, and we're going to take on some of this more beauty. Here we go. Absolutely breathtaking this morning. Stunning. Now that cloud's not going to see the sunrise itself for a little while, so what we're going to do is we're going to start doing our walk. I know Brother Malcolm is on here saying exactly where we are. Yes, Parlour is looking absolutely amazing. We're looking at a side-on view from Parla here. Now we can see more of this here. I know we've done Bathsheba recently, I know we've done 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗃 recently, but with these conditions, there's no way that I'm going to pass up the opportunity to see the East Coast again, for sure. I mean, look at the glass off conditions. There's a north swell coming. You can clearly see the angle of the swell. I'll just come back around to Tampa Bay briefly for you so you can understand what I mean. From this angle, it's easy to see. You can see these swells are coming from the north of the island, and like where they'll be coming from the direction of the sun in that general area, or just beyond, just to the left of that, they're actually coming from the north. You're looking sideways view on it, but you can see the angle of it definitely coming in from the north side. It's going to be a spectacular morning. Look at this, so oh my gosh, how beautiful. Alright, so let's start a little bit of a walk. We're going to work our way. I was looking for different sections. I had different signal strengths and stuff, so hopefully we should be pretty good here. I know we're picking up the tower that's down in 𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗃 area around Barclays Park, so the signal should be very, very good hopefully. Or we could be picking it up on top of 𝗬𝗘𝗀𝗏𝗏. I'm not too sure which one we are, but signal strengths out here along this section, strong. We've had a lot of technical issues with microphones today. We're running straight from the camera because we don't have any wind out here at all. You can see there's not a leaf blowing. Nothing is blowing. Water is absolutely perfectly glassed off. The only bumps and ripples you're seeing are from the actual swell sides itself today. Big north swell running. Yesterday, I don't know if you all had the opportunity to see a post that Alan Burke had put up, some video captures of one of his sons, Jacob, catching a massive wave at 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗥. You also saw him coming in with 2 pieces of a board. That will tell you that was a homemade board that's been designed for huge surf, and that came in 2 sections yesterday because powerful surf. So these guys that go out here and surf may look as though for you all it's fun, but these guys are actually taking their lives in their hands. Any mistakes out here in this swell, not what we're saying right now, but the sets are coming through that you will see, and all it's coming into the weekend, would be the end basically. That would definitely be termination of it. As we're walking along here, just want to show you the slippage. Now remember, we have been through here many times. I used to drive a car through here along this section here where it was a great path, but you can see all of it's just slipping away. Perfect place to show you what this entire area here is made up of. A lot of loose rock, coral stone in between mud and stuff, so it breaks away very easily. You train tracks, you will probably notice, let me see where they are, if I can pick up any right now. There's some in the water around here, we'll see if we can get some, but they're generally in the center of the camera. So you would know the erosion hasn't now started. This has been going on for a very long time because the train used to run out there, obviously on dry earth. It was not obviously very, very strong and secure in that area, but you can see all of that is gone now. Beautiful, beautiful Parla. This is Parla, the first break that we're coming to here. We'll talk with the others as we go on because we're going to be taking all 3 of them today. We're walking right down to 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗥. Want you to see the surfing and the conditions out here. We said we're going to talk about nature at its best. This is what we'll be observing today. But look at the kind of colors in the sky as well. This is just beautiful. Just stunning. The lower horizon has on its glow of yellow on it. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then when we come around here to a rising sun, you can see what's happening in that section there. Gorgeous. We are being blessed with some amazing opportunities in the last 2 days to see conditions that we don't normally get to see, with wind conditions that we're able to have these microphones working. Yesterday I used the earbuds. I noticed that they did a lot of noise cancelling, so we really weren't hearing the ocean yesterday, so I didn't want to put them in this morning. I thought I'd just come out with the phone and the speakers itself. Maybe not the quality that we're accustomed to, but is the quality we have to accept now. I went yesterday with the phone to get it looked at, and they're suggesting we put in a charging port, which they don't have in stock unfortunately. So we will be obviously taking the elements into consideration and going to locations that we can handle without too much wind blow and stuff. So just bear with us over the next week or so until they get that part in, so they can replace that part. We will try our best, of course, as we always do. Just lovely. Out here, quite muddy this morning. A little bit of overnight rains and stuff in this section. I noticed coming over this morning that the roads are a little bit slippery, a little bit wet coming down the hills around Horse Hill and stuff. So if you are coming over to East Coast, take your time please. The roads are a little slippery. There is a little bit of mud on the roads as well, so just be careful as you're driving and descending the hills into East Coast section. The construction work that's going on, or the laying of the highway in 𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗃 has gone right down to Bell Plain now. That's going to be an amazing good product for us, because we've been waiting on this kind of road we surfed in for a while, but this is being timed perfectly to suit the Run Barbados run that will be taking place in that area. That'll be the 5K, etc, etc. Look at this. Now we've been here before. I want to bring us out here so I can do another circle of love for you, this time the first official one. But look into the back section of high rock down in there on Parla. Well, Parla first of all here, just perfect. Swells are so perfect, they look tiny. These are not tiny swells. They're not nearly as big as they're expected to get, but these are certainly not tiny swells. This is a big, powerful surf here. Getting out into this lineup is pretty challenging. I know I saw a couple of fellas coming over the hills this morning that were coming on to do some surfing, so hopefully they'll be out in the break. They'll be able to experience what it's like to take that kind of power, harness it, and create what you want to create with it as you're surfing. Beautiful, beautiful high rock itself, big round rock. You would know if you watch Outer Banks 2. That's where they started off the second series, where they're on the deserted island that was taken on that beach. You also see a lot of Barbados in number 1 and 2, but number 2 definitely more so. And when number 3 comes out, I'm sure there'll be a lot as well, because they did a lot of extensive filming here in Barbados for the Outer Banks number 3, season 3. Look at this swell coming in. Looks small, but that's solid overhead surf. Very powerful, but clean. Absolutely perfect. We're gonna go down below as I said before, but I'm gonna do our circle of love from here. Let me get on this section here where we can actually really take in the sun around the corner. This should be beautiful. Just before we do that, you'll see the railway tracks just in the water there. There are 2 spikes just sticking out in the dead center of the camera. That will tell you where the land was when the railway used to run through this section here. So you can appreciate how much land has gone over years. It is not something that is now happening. So this erosion has been going on time. I think it's just a part of the rise of the island out of the sea. But we will see what happens anyhow. But that is, you can see a lot of erosion that's gone on over the years. More and more is going on here. It's very loose on the cliff area. All right, we're going to start with this, and then we're going to end with this. This time we're going to do a clockwise direction, and we'll spin into the beauty after. So here we go. Unfortunately, we have to be subjected to the view of those ridiculous bushes. So for those of you that have your 𝗖𝗀 tree, let me rephrase that. That was falling in someone's trap. The 𝗖𝗀 bush filters, please put them onto your darker makers now. I will let you know and you can take them off. Here we go. I am so excited about this big swell coming. We've been talking about this type of swell now for almost 2 years. We went through last year with a couple of swells and stuff, and the year before as well, or last Christmas and the Christmas before. But the conditions were not how they're going to be this time. This time it's projected to be a huge swell. Really looking forward to bringing that to you and showing you the power of the West Coast. As someone said yesterday, the West will not be boring later this week. I think that was our water, baby. It certainly will not be boring this week. It should be spectacular to watch. We will not be able to swim in it though. I would definitely err on the side of caution over the next 2 days for sure. Alright, so I came around here just now and I thought, well, you know what, we need a photo op from here. So we're going to do our photo op from right here this morning. First official photo op. I'm going to time this here, so timekeeper, do not give me any trouble if I go over. I'm certainly not going to go under, because yesterday you harassed me. So we're going to be doing this here for 20 seconds. Here we go. Right, well, I made sure to go over a little bit just to be on the safe side. You know, yes, I did 18 seconds, and she could have discreetly messaged me and said, Nick, that was only 18 seconds, but no, she had to come on boldly I'll tell everyone that I did not make my 20 seconds, and therefore she obviously suffered a strike because she could have done it discreetly. I just want to show you the rocky beaches. Again, explain to you that all these would have come out of the actual cliff area as it has been eroded. As you would have seen, you saw the coral stone and stuff in the rocks, in the mud, and as it's eroded, this comes down. This is where you find all the rocky areas, especially along here, Martins Bay, along the 𝗖𝗀 Island, because that's what's happening. As the erosion happens, the rocks actually come down onto the beach itself. The sounds of these rocks rolling are incredible. Right now the tide is coming into low, so you're not really hearing the effects on the rocks. However, if you were down here and listen to these here, they are amazing. Just to listen to those rocks turning. Beautiful. Nice set coming through here. Nothing huge yet, nothing ridiculously big, so anyway, we're going to make our way down as well. Beautiful. So we have to descend through some of these stupid bushes. I don't mean to use the word stupid. Let me put some of these ridiculous bushes. But anyhow, you can take in this again, just another little view here of where we're going to be going and what we're going to be encountering shortly. Just stunning. I did say it was a photo op, so you can put down your stopwatch, please. Don't worry about that nonsense. I'm going to take the easier route. We can go down some steps here, make our way down. So I don't actually have to go through those things. I would not like those leaves to scratch me up this morning. They're annoying as ever. Beautiful conditions around here. Stunning coastal area, natural beauty, unbelievable. Just Bathsheba, all along here is sort of like a treat to come to. Every time I come here, I really feel a peace. Anywhere in the East Coast, I feel it all over the island, to be honest with you, but when you come to East Coast and areas where we are right now, with no one really around, just unbelievable sceneries, unbelievable sensations right now. Beautiful Barbados. Stunning Barbados. You hear the peace, you all hear the nature. Stunning this morning. So this is why you don't want to put in those earbuds. I did not want to cancel out these sound effects. You would not get these here. Yes, you may have noticed that when we were vlogging. I surely noticed it for sure. Not going to have a repeat of that. Not that unless we have to absolutely resort to that. But all along here, just sceneries upon scenery of beauty. Absolute stunning views. Enjoy this in here. I'll give you a few seconds here. It did not be 20 seconds. I don't think I can hold my hand in this direction at this angle for that long. But we'll try. Here we go. Tons more scenery to come, better viewpoints to come, but we still want to share the beauty as we go, because that's what the whole idea behind the EMC is, share the beauty of Barbados through my eyes, the beauty that I see. Oh, look, some more family up here. How are you going this morning? You got a beautiful day. All right then, enjoy, huh? Okay, take care. Some of our Bathsheba family that we've introduced you to in the past. Beautiful day to walk. She walks down here every time I come down here. I see her, whether it's down by Joe's River Watch, she's going to go right down to Cattle Wash. Imagine living here and doing that walk every morning. Beautiful. Actually, imagine living on this island, period, and walking on the morning. As you can see, we travel everywhere on the morning, not just the East Coast, everywhere, and all we see is absolute beauty and stunning views. All right, we're going to go right down the beach right here. Either way, I have to hop, skip, and jump. I won't do a backflip because I don't want to sort of like throw this gimbal into chaos. So I'm going to take my time going down here just to show you again more of these slippages. You can see how we get a lot of these cracks all along here. A lot of trees have actually fallen here. As the erosion continues, this tree will probably be something of the past. So you can take things like this into scenery when you come down here into Bathsheba, because this tree will probably not be around for too long. Absolutely beautiful. Is there anything more tropical than that view? I mean, seriously, put a coconut tree in almost any view that you take in. It's stunning. I see the explorers on here. Welcome back to Barbados. So happy to see you here. Look at the size of these swells. Now we're down on this elevation. You know, when we were up top on the higher one, we were seeing, looking as though they were small. You can get a sort of like understand and appreciation for the power and the size of these swells. Now these again are only half of the size that they're projected to be coming into Friday and Saturday. This weekend is going to be a thrilling weekend to have a lot of activities going on. But one of the activities for sure is going to be us taking in some of the monster surf and the power of nature for sure. I just had to hold on to one of those bushes to get through that section because it was a slippery area. So I guess they are useful for something. mean, the fruit are beautiful to view, but not to taste. That's terrible, horrible things to taste. But we're right down now on sand level, as you can see. All the 𝗬𝗟𝗔𝗦𝗧 here has been washed. We talked about this yesterday, that as this swell comes in, it's going to clean off all the leftovers of the 𝗬𝗟𝗔𝗬. It is going little bit by little bit. There's a couple of little sections on the inside, but mainly clear, beautiful views. Alright, so I'm going to go up on this elevation here, and I'm going to give you just a little rock, just a little climb. It's nothing major. It's nothing for the Olympian to be challenged by, that's for sure. It would have to be a lot taller than this here, but I want you to see these swells are coming through at 𝗘𝗠𝗨, just directly in front of us. This is 𝗘𝗠𝗨. This is the right that's from up in here, just below 𝗬𝗘𝗬𝗏 itself. When out here it gets huge, people have to actually push off from 𝗬𝗘𝗬𝗏 to come out. You can't surf 𝗬𝗏 when it's huge, it just closes out. So as it gets bigger and bigger, people tend to come up to high rock and 𝗘𝗠𝗨. And this is the scenery of what you would be expecting in the morning. Can you imagine paddling out here before the sun comes up into that kind of surf? We're going to take in more of the surf, just showing this view from here with the rocks and stuff. You don't normally come up in a section. Hopefully the signal is clean and nice. Special good morning to all of you all, but a super special good morning to my co-star. I see you on board with us. I actually spoke to you this morning briefly before we started up to let you see some of 𝗬𝗏 that we weren't showing the others because it was too early. Thank you for taking my call. Thank you for spending morning with me, as usual. Beautiful. Alright, so this is high rock. You can see, we talked about many times that you can go around this rock and sit on the outer shelf. That's what I used to do when I was in my 20s, teens and 20s, which is not that long ago. But you got to be careful when you go around there because it's lower than real head height. So if you lift your head under there, you can get cuts in your head that will last forever. Scars will definitely be there for a very, very long time. But it's beautiful to go there, sit down, and just breathe in all of the beautiful natural scenery around you. It's peace and quiet out there. You don't get any sounds from the land whatsoever. You only get the water sounds and the ocean sounds. If you get the opportunity, I definitely recommend you take it. It's quite easy to get out to that actual shelf itself. You can walk out on low tide, pretty much in ankle deep of water, if that. You can see how shallow it is there. I'll show you as we get a little closer. But I just want to show you the ledge from here. You can see it's a big, big ledge. Lovely to sit under. So if you can come down here and experience that, just take a little time out on the beach, take off your shoes, or if you have on beach shoes, walk through the water a little bit, make your way around from the lower side, which would be the west side, onto that shelf and take a little seat there. That is a little treat that if you have the time to experience, you will understand why I'm recommending that to you for sure. Very rocky out here, extremely rocky out here. We saw a lot of 𝗬𝗟𝗔𝗬𝗏 on sand earlier on in the year. We're now seeing all the rocks being exposed. Again, same thing that we would have seen just up in 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏. Sorry, not 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, my apologies, 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 coming down. We were seeing the same rock formations all along there, or little rocks on the actual shore itself. Very difficult to walk on, as you can appreciate. Now again, just to step back a little bit, not so far ago, when I was, again, teens, early 20s and surfing down here all the time, none of this inside shelf reef here would have been exposed. This would have been all sand. All the sand has moved off of this. There's a shelf reef running from here right down into front of high rock. That was never even seen. I said never seen. When I first started to surf here, I never saw this here. Only latter years used to see it at certain times, and any sand would settle on it. And as you can see, there's no sand on it whatsoever. All we're doing is walking across a big stony shore break area. But how beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Be careful when you're walking around out here, folks. This is not easy. This is like if you're not very steady underfoot, or if you're not a trained Olympian like me, and you would never be as good as me, but you may be a trained Olympian. Even if you fell a gold medal, you're still not as good as me. I'm the best, of course. So just be careful out here. Exercise caution when you're making your way along here. This is not easy for sure. If you are on the malicious road as our conductor and also our co-star, you would have webcams up here at Dina's bar. I don't know if they're working today. They weren't working yesterday morning. They may be working today. She has two of them, one pointing to where we were before, which is just in this general area above here, and then one pointing to the large rock and below to the west of where we are. But check these sceneries though. I mean, seriously, talk about tropical beauty. If you drive along this coastline and you do not get out of your vehicle and walk down here onto this section, this beach section, or I say rocky beach, or any other beaches out here, you really are not going to see the beauty of this place. This place, you need to come down, feel what it's like to be down here, not drive past and view it, because you don't get these views. You have none of these sensations that you're probably getting a little bit of right now. You won't have any of these if you do not come down on the beach. So please come down on the beaches. Don't just drive by. Park, take some time, separate the island in 3 sections. I recommend 3 sections. Do the west and the northern section, then do the eastern and southeastern, and then do the south section. I definitely recommend doing it in 3 because there are a lot of places that you're going to need to get out and take a little walk and have a look around. You can do it in 1. You can do it in a half day if you want, but you're not going to be doing a proper tour. You may think you've seen Barbados, but trust me, there's no way you can see Barbados in 1 day for sure. If you see parts of it, yes, but you're missing this type of thing. You're missing this type of beauty. Alright, so we talked about how shallow here was. This is very, very shallow going out. Most of it is, or a lot of it is dry just because the surge is coming over it. Very easy to make it. Remember, under this rock here, this is going to have water on it most of the year, so please be careful. It is not something you can run over. Not again, unless you're trained in acrobatic skills like me. Otherwise, that please take your time and respect what's beneath you. Absolutely beautiful conditions. You will remember that around April, May, June, July, August, September, even into the early parts of October down here was nothing but sargassum. You wouldn't have seen any of this whatsoever, but look how beautiful this is though. I mean, breathtaking. We're going to do another 20 seconds right here. Actually, I'm going to give you 25 seconds from right here, and I'm going to count that too. So here we go. I took out the alkaline batteries out of my stopwatch. I'll put in some regular copper batteries because I want to make sure that we don't go too fast, because if I have my alkaline, apparently my clock works better than anyone else's, and they have the old type of batteries in it, so I want to slow mine down so they will, will not be able to tell me that I didn't do enough time and stuff. So we're doing that this morning. But just stunning, stunning views. I want to go right over the soup bowl. We're going to encounter a little bit of a signal dip as we start to make our way up the embankment and stuff, but we're going to try and get right down the soup bowl this morning for you, so you can take it in. If we do lose signal, we're going to come back. We will come back on an individual one. We won't struggle too much if you do lose signal. So if you do see a lot of pixeling and stuff, please just bear with us. We're going to get you over to the other side, but we want to do another circle of love from here because this is just too beautiful not to take in. So here we go. Just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I see somebody talking a whole set of nonsense on here about eat a cigarette life so we can see how bad it tastes. You know, for you to tell me eat a cigarette life is you to have no respect for my life whatsoever. I mean, that's like telling me, Nick, chew on a Manchineel berry and let people see what it's like. No, I'm not doing that. I already know what it tastes like. If you want to taste how horrible it is, you put it in your mouth and you eat it, because I'm not eating that at all. You can see from my face, I'm skinning it up because I'm even thinking about it. So you can understand how bad it would be if I was actually taking that in my mouth. Disgusting. Anyhow, here we go again. Alright, we're going to work our way up a little bit from the actual beach, because if we get down behind those rocks, we can lose all the signal strength. So we're going to work our way up here, and then we're going to go across the ridge until we can get back over to a good area, just up by the photo opportunity area, and we will do some viewing there of Soup Bowl as well. This also gives us the opportunity to see some of the landside out here, which we don't normally take in too often. And why would we normally take in landside when you have this kind of beauty around you? Impossible. Beautiful. So if you want a picnic or just relax and stuff, you can come over here. A lot of benches. There's Wi-Fi. Dina has Wi-Fi. If you go and buy something from her, you can get a drink Dina's always giving me Wi-Fi down here, so thanks and kudos to Dina again. We'd like to give you a little shout out this morning. Great place to stop and have some lunch, or just have a drink, or just relax if you want. Take in some cool and shade from out in this section here. There are washroom facilities. Like I said before, there's webcam facilities and stuff out here if you want to see what it's like before you come over to experience it. Over the other side is 𝗘𝗠𝗟 Apartments. These are also sometimes just turned into a big area for wedding receptions and stuff. You can actually rent individual apartments in there if you're interested. You can look that up online. Have a Google of Bathsheba area, Airbnbs or rentals, and you will have many, many options. The traditional chattel homes, beautiful, beautiful homes. Chattel meaning to pretty much dismantle in large sections and move to another location. Up here, stunning views. I won't mind a home on that hill, but I would dread driving down that in the morning, or dread walking down that, or actually dread even walking up it more. But some absolutely beautiful scenic locations down here. You can see a lot of the places utilize deckings on the front of their buildings to really enjoy it. Those homes up in the back are rental homes as well. I'll show you the sign for them, that orange one and the dark green one. Looking like a military green. And then you see the blue one down here, very colorful. Basically how Barbados is with the chattel. I'm going to walk this here inside it for a few seconds. Let you experience what it's like to walk across here. It is breathtaking. And I want you to enjoy this with me. So here we go. I'd like to shout out two names here, Marlon and Patricia. I know they took buses over all over the island to explore. This is one of the places they came and spent some time. They can tell you how easy it was to get here in public transportation and how amazing over here was and how worthwhile it is to go into Bridgetown or to go to wherever you are or get multiple buses to get here if you don't have a hired car, if you don't own a car. This is absolutely stunning over here. Beautiful, beautiful, breathtaking tropical sceneries. Alright, so we did mention about giving you a quick something here. I have been in quite a few of these here in the past with surfers and friends of mine. Stayed with them a couple of overnights years ago. If you want to do some rentals, this is what the options are. 1, 2 and 3 bedroom. You will see they're all chattel homes. All of them have decking areas in the front. You can enjoy the scenery and you can actually just sit here and appreciate what they're going to enjoy every morning. So enjoy that for a few seconds and feel that peace and serenity. I didn't say it was a photo op, so you can now click that back to reset again, timekeeper, because I hold you on that one. I know you're saying, well, you can talk within 20 seconds. Yes, I did, because I never said it was a photo op. Hold that. Here's again another view of these same rental homes. There are many, many rentals in the Bathsheba, 𝗀𝗏 areas. Some in the hills, some on the beachfront itself. Depends on what you're looking for. As you can appreciate, at this time of year, it might be a little bit hard to get. Definitely in summertime is like August, July, August and stuff. Most of these homes will be taken up. Some of them by their owners as well, because a lot of the owners do staycations here on the island rather than travel overseas. And why would you not? Look at this. Where are you going to travel thousands and thousands of miles unless you cannot appreciate this? If you have to go to a foreign country to appreciate beauty, and you have to go looking further afield to find beauty, then you're not appreciating what is right in front of you. Barbados has everything you can find anywhere in the world. Maybe little variations and stuff different. St. Aidan's Church. This is the Anglican church here. It goes right back to 1909. We still do have active mass and service on here. You can always look that up if you're in this area and want to do a little church service down on the east side of the island. Talking about 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗘𝗏, you know about them having their own restaurant and bar over on the west coast in Holetown. They also have one here that caters a lot to pizzas and stuff like that. Unfortunately, they don't have the sea view because they're located up in the back section here, but there is an elevated decking on it that you can see some of the view as well, but you don't get to see the actual waterfront view as some of the other places offer. Beautiful rock formations. Imagine all these here originally, well, as we were right down the sea, had solid mass around them, and over the years the erosion has just eaten away the softer matter and left these coral heads here. So you can appreciate that one time all that was cliff as well. See a lot of guys out at 𝗬𝗏, so happy to get out here. Wow, these drops are incredible. The barrels out there are amazing. You're going in that direction now, don't worry. All right, one little thing. I know it was going to happen anyhow, but unfortunately this whole place has been chain link fenced off. They are now going to do construction. We saw the different observation sections being put up in the past. We knew it was going to be happening. We talked about it, but we're now seeing that it's completely cordoned off. You can't do any photos from on top of that hill, etc. So if you have any of them, treasure them, because days of taking photos from up there will not be happening again. I don't know exactly what they're doing with land when they plan to develop on it, but they've certainly privatized it by shutting off the access to it. This bathhouse is used in the Bold and the Beautiful, one of their series in Barbados. A lot of movies have been filmed here. Island in the Sun was one of the most popular ones. A lot of different ones as well, but this was actually one of the sceneries here that was used on the Bold and the Beautiful. That's for all of you all soap opera freaks out there. I don't mean to use the word freak as in a bad thing. It just meant that a lot of people just like the soap operas, cannot get through life without them. And to tell you how bad it is, we had days of our lives here broadcasting. One of the administrations or governments in Barbados decided that that was not the kind of thing that should be seen in Barbados, and took it off the air, and the protests that went on in this island for days of our lives was unbelievable. So, there are some people out there that really do love the soap operas and love the drama that's associated with them. I am projecting all the way up, so I'm going to project my voice as well to compensate the distance. So hopefully you all did not get too carried away with my beautiful, sexy and romantic tone. Look at this, so you can really appreciate from here now how beautiful and how powerful this is. There are some really big swells, definitely solid overhead swells, looking lovely. We're looking right now at high rock. It's the second break out here. This has a left and a right, all depends on what the swell conditions are, and as I said before, you have parallel up inside. It's just mainly a right break. Look at the reflections and glows off of this rock and those pools. I'm hoping you all can pick that up. Just gorgeous, gorgeous views. Now I know my co-star will know that. I introduced her to the cave under there when she was here last time. So if you get the opportunity, there is a little cave that's under this rock here. There's a view that looks out directly into 𝗬𝗏 if you can find it down there, and there are not a lot of people in it because it's quite popular. That is somewhere I would recommend you also go and sit down and relax, enjoy the peace, because the two or three entrances into it, the main entrance you walk in and the other two windows you see, amplify the sounds of this ocean and really soothe you. Absolutely beautiful. I know anyone that's been under that rock will know what I'm talking about, and I'm sure they're talking about it in here to you all as well. That is just an amazing experience. Beautiful, beautiful conditions. The sun, although it's really bright, you can still see all the glows and all the sea spray that's settling. Turn this into absolutely stunning scenery. Vlog this morning, a little bit long, probably in about 45 minutes now, but I'm not really going to turn off till I get down to the 𝗬𝗏 area. I want you to see 𝗬𝗏 from on top of this section here, and that'll take you down into the actual bowl itself, let you have a look at that. So you're going to walk on these folks, so you don't disturb them, let them enjoy their beauty as well. Good morning, how are you all this morning? Isn't it just breathtaking? Alright. Gorgeous. Good set of guys in line up this morning. We can look, I'll get a perfect view now of down into 𝗘𝗏, line up pretty much in one swell, as you can see. 𝗂𝗏𝗧 River, the mouth of 𝗂𝗏𝗧 River down there, that's where those rocks are. We've been down there a couple of weeks ago. In the distance you can see 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗥, we talked about that yesterday when we were down at Lakes and Long Pond area. But tide's low right now, so this is a perfect time to be viewing what we're seeing here now. Just perfect. Check this set coming through though. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a nice set. Let's see how many people or who catches this here. Angle of this set is absolutely perfect. Can't zoom unfortunately on Facebook, but you can. Oh, no one got it. Okay, well maybe there's a bigger one on the outside. We'll see in a minute. Alright, so what we can do is we can go to a vantage point here. We can do that circle of love again for you all, another circle of love I should say, and let you take this in. Just look around and see what the sets are looking like. I really don't want to miss something if it comes through that's really big. I definitely see line up coming in. You can see how it's coming with the northerly direction on it. You will notice there's an up inside peak and there's also a down inside bowl where the guys been here taking off right now. That happens when it's a north swell. Alright, so here we go. This is why I didn't really want to turn. Just let you enjoy this. Of course, there's going to be a lot of zoom cameras on the beach taking us here with much better footage, but Just appreciate the power and stuff of this set that's coming through here. Let's watch the guys scramble here now and see who's on this one. I bet you all didn't think he was coming with that barrel, did you? These barrels down here, absolutely perfect today. Completely open, no problem with it at all. Alright, so we're gonna start and take our circle of love from here, and then we're gonna come back to the same point, because this is a good vantage point to look at for our ending. Well, not our ending, but for where we're gonna settle. Here we go. Breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking views. Alright, we're going to continue. Every time I walk through here, I always mention it, and I'm going to continue always mention it, because this is a very sentimental walk for me. This is what my nephew used to call the surfer's walk. This is where my nephew, and before he passed, my sister used to walk all the time when he was in Barbados. He was a great surfer at one time, Robert Roman, some of you may remember him. Also an avid fisherman, was actually highlighted on many of these sports fishing magazines, in Sebastian Inlet, etc. He passed away a few years ago, but every time I come through here, it's sort of like a choking experience, because this is where he touches me whenever I walk through here. And I'd like to obviously dedicate this section of our walk this morning to Robert Roman and Tess Lamers. Again, all of you nosy people, you're probably on the webcams. There's like two in this general area on the Soup Bowl on the same webcam site. So if you are looking in this general direction, good morning to you all. I'll give you a little bit of a wave. Hopefully you will see the wave. It's actually on that pole directly in front of us. There are two of them, one pointing in our direction and one pointing at Soup Bowl and towards the north a little bit more. Just beautiful. Alright, we're going on the beach. I go on my 4x4s, but we can hit the beach again, because we should be in a good range and view of the tower down at 𝗘𝗏𝗧 now, and also again at Visits Hill. So we're going to look and see now. It's beautiful out here, really beautiful. A little bit slippery, even with the 4x4s on. There's a lot of mud and clay over on this section, so it does get a little bit slippery, you can see. So be careful of this clean face walking area, especially when it's wet. Also when it's dry as well, because it does get very powdery because of the clay in it as well. So just exercise caution when you're coming on areas like this. I'm going to be taking my time. If you all see the sky and then you all hear me laughing, you will know what happened. No laughter, no sky at this moment. So we're safe. Look at this. So now you understand the power and the size. Check that barrel. Woo! Oh my goodness. Now that is where the board tends to break. That peak that comes in a lot's coming up. These waves are big, man. They're looking great. Imagine double this size this week, people. That's what we're going to be showing you all. We're going to be taking this in. You're not going to be missing any of this action, because I am not going to be missing any of this action, and therefore I'm going to be broadcasting it, definitely. Beautiful, beautiful Soup Bowl. Stunning Bathsheba. Breathtaking. Natural beauty at its absolute best. If you're having difficulty in breathing now, I can understand why. Just take it easy, catch your breath, and come again. If you need to, close your eyes for a second and just listen to the sounds, and then you can revitalize yourself and come again. We have our friend here with me. This is my dedicated and loyal person. He's with me all the time. He's not like these fake people that are forming committees all around the place. I don't know how many committees are going to form. All different titles and stuff are going down. You don't need titles. You just need to know the official committee is me, myself, and I. And it's called the EMC committee, not the secret committee. Big surf, that is, you rip this down below there. Very, very dangerous area. You get caught out there, you're really in trouble. You don't get brought back in until you're way down in 𝗘𝗏𝗧, and that's if you're lucky, if you don't get put underneath some of the caves and caverns that are along this cliff section here. Beautiful scenery. and go up in the shade a little bit so I don't have to show him too much or pull the 𝗬𝗍𝗏 effect on anyone. That is probably the best thing right now. I don't want him to steal my show. He likes to steal the thunder all the time. I'm going to give you another. Here we go. I know you're getting a lot of 360s today. Well, circles of love. You're going to be getting another one now, because why would I not give you this here? Alright, so we're going to start the surfers this time. We're going to go anti-clockwise direction. Let you have a look at the golden glows on the sand and how beautiful down here is. You'll notice there's hardly any sargassum anywhere, and that's because of these sweeping swells. Over the next 2 days, this beach will get completely swept. Everything that you're seeing up here will be gone, because water will be coming right up, actually up this mounds here. If it gets big enough, it might even come right up almost to where those cars are, because I've actually seen that a couple of times. I was down here with Ashley Trott and Kevin years gone by. Big hurricane swells, of course. Alright, so we're going to start back here on the surfers. You're going to be reversing our direction this time. I can't remember which way we went last time, but just pretend this is reverse, okay? Here we go. I even over-rotated a little bit so Dale doesn't come on here and tell me this morning I only did like a 359 or some nonsense like that, because he has those 360 analyzers, and I know he likes to give Brian lots of trouble about not completing the 360, so I'm going to make sure he doesn't drop me this morning. Down here changes so much. These coconut trees are relatively new to down here. They had some before, they had moved, and then these new ones have come up. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot to hang out. This is where we come in and have the big surfing competitions. I usually put the war wagon on the top up there, reverse it, put up the umbrella, and enjoy the rest of the day from it. Just beautiful. Now, if any of you all are supposed to be at work and you've called in sick today and your car is being seen on here and your boss sees it, come up with another excuse by the time you call the water. Just please tell him something went on. The UK and the battery was dead and it wouldn't restart. You had all intentions of leaving here at 8 o'clock to get, or sorry, 6 o'clock to get to work for 8 o'clock. Let him know something, but start fabricating for now, because if you are amongst these people here, I know I'm probably going to be hated for this or very much disliked. Please get a good valid excuse, because you are on world screen. You are being seen by the world as sure can work. And remember what we talked about yesterday. I need you all to work very, very hard today. Put in your hours diligently, because I need you all to be paying into the national contributions. I mean, how else can I retire and have fun unless you put money in there? Come on, get real. So we got a good view here now. Should be able to look right up in the barrel. Here we go. You can see the power and the speed of these waves. You're either going to get the extremely good surfers out here or the ones that have hearts of lions, because it takes a challenge to paddle into this lineup at this size for sure, especially with the incoming swell, because you don't know how big it will get in the next set. You know, we've been out here with a double overhead set, then we'll turn into a quadruple overhead set, seriously, in a matter of no time whatsoever. So you can appreciate that out here is a big challenge. You don't come out here unless you know what you're doing. You can see the currents that are going out from here. If you come and dip in this water now, you can see how it's sucking back and pulling away. You will get pulled away. You can't beat that power. So if you come in here and play, you see a little rock pool with conditions like this on the outer side, do not even think of going in it, please. They got a standpipe around the place, or you can go up by Dina and take a shower there. Do not go into this water on the east coast. The small craft warnings are going into effect. Big serious warnings to sea bathers on the northwestern section are coming into play. I think by Friday you're going to see a stay out of the sea alert come up for everyone on the west, east, north side of the island for sure, and possibly the south as well. Alright, so this is where we're going to stop now, folks. This is where we're going to end our day. We've had a beautiful, beautiful walk this morning. I see our driver, our crazy driver, has got back on board. So I hope you're enjoying some of this driver and hope you're having smooth travels. I saw you this morning at Jersey Airport fretting about something, but you fret about everything. If it's not me, it's something else. So I am safe to say that you're not here that you can come and accost me over the next couple of days, so I can say that you're a fretful person. Just want to show you this here. You would have seen this down, one of these down in 𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗘𝗥 as well, by Box, which is now known as 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗏. Xander was an upcoming pro-am surfer, highly recognized internationally. He lost his life at 16 surfing a hurricane swell. Kind of swells of what we'll be seeing over the next couple of days, same kind of size, same kind of power. You know, so please, surfers, I know you all know what you're doing, but be careful, man. We don't want to add to this list, all right? Xander leaves us though with a lot of positives in that he has a memorial charity that's going on for those children who are in need, etc. He also, his charity also sponsors international surfing competition here for the youth. So his memory will always live on, but we don't want anybody else's memory living on that way, okay? So please just be safe over the next 2 days if you're a sea bather or if you're a surfer. Beautiful power, unbelievable power. You can get an appreciation of how big out there is at 𝗖𝗀 hitting those rocks off of Joe's River. You'll also understand why a lot of those rocks are no longer there that we used to see 20 and 30 years ago, because they've actually been chiseled away and have dropped into the water itself. So from beautiful, beautiful Barbados, which can only be complemented by the beautiful, beautiful, handsome Bajan warrior, I bid you all farewell. I hope you've had a good morning with us. We had a pretty long vlog. We had almost an hour, but I really wanted to see the section and enjoy it. We will be vlogging over the next few days. If the swells get really big, definitely Friday, for sure, we'll be back out. As you know, we're off tomorrow and Thursday. It doesn't mean off days or rest days. As you would have seen, we vlogged 7 days last week, although we were off. I'm not saying we'll vlog all 7 this week, but community is definitely something we'll be looking to take in, and also other stuff that's going on. And remember that I'm getting camera time, so you can feel sick. It doesn't bother me. Take 2 Panadol, go to bed, or call the doctor, because I'm going to be getting more camera time. So over the next few days, keep your eyes open, especially on Friday and Saturday and Sunday when it gets really, really big. You know, we're going to be definitely covering it intensely. We're going to be doing some in northern cliffs areas. I told you about these swells that hit the cliff and go 30, 40, 50, 60 feet in the air. We're going to be taking that in, so we have some natural highlights for you coming up. Hopefully it will not be too windy, that we'll be able to utilize what we're doing right now with the microphone until we get that part comes in, gets there sorted out. But until then, we'll do what we can do, because we say the Serenity prayer. We live and practice Serenity prayer, and the only thing we have control over is to order it and then do what we can do until it gets here, and that's our part of Serenity. So from me and you, from me to you, to anyone, whether you're here in Iraq, no matter where you are in the world, as long as you're not here with me right now, I'm sending my love to you. I'm sending my care to you and my best wishes. I hope that you go into today with the peace and serenity that we've seen here. I'm going to leave you watching this north swell that's coming through. The guys are scattering, so there's a big set that's beginning to come. All of them are moving to the down the side section for the North Beat. I'll let you watch that for a few seconds, and then we will wrap up our show for the day. Have a look at this. So big surf, impressive surfers, enjoying nature. Actually, they're artists. Picture that as being a canvas. Picture them as having brushes in their hand. They're creating art. Look at that barrel. Oh my goodness, what perfection. And you know, folks, can't stay here all day. No, you would like to watch it, but that is it for now. I know you're probably more interested in watching me, but I'm going to leave you with this part here. So from all of the EMC members to anyone that's watching us this morning, we're sending our love to you worldwide. We're asking you to practice peace and serenity as we do, not just now on our vlogs, but throughout the entire day. You come up in a situation today that gets you angry, don't react to it. Walk away, breathe a little bit, and respond if you think you have to. Sometimes you don't have to respond. Sometimes just walking away and keeping your peace and serenity is more important than being right. You know, it's nothing worse than being right and saying something to someone that you regret to say, I should never have said it that way to the person, even if I was right. So remember that, okay? You don't have to be right to feel happy, all right? Have a great day. Love you all. Again, I'm going to just zero out here. 20 seconds on your shore break. There's nothing really going on there. So have a great day. Love you all from Barbados. Enjoy yourselves. Be peaceful and share your peace and love with everyone. I can tell you from my own experience, you give it away and you're giving it tenfold. So you try that for yourself and see how that works for you all. Catch you all later. See you all from Barbados.